Hi guys! So it's been a long time since I've done a video on here. Hope everybody's doing well. Today's been a busy day. I've actually done a lot of grocery shopping, which is unusual, but I decided to make 2 recipes today and then be able to freeze or just store them for a while. Hey Patty, you want to be in the video too? Rig kitty. Former rig kitty. Yeah, so pretty. Anyway, one is my grandmother's beef stew, and the other is Scotch broth. I haven't had Scotch broth since I was last in Scotland, which was a very long time ago. I'm really hoping that Kevin likes it, and I'm hoping that it turns out as good as it was, and without the hatred infused into it that my ex-boyfriend's mother made it with. Making it all pretty well. With the Scotch broth I did use pre-made beef broth because I am not that industrious, and my grandmother's recipe uses Lipton's beefy onion soup because that's just easier. Also tinned tomatoes because after all that vegetable chopping, my hands are having a little bit of a neuropathy episode, and I just believe in the power of advancement. The Industrial Revolution happened for a reason. So, besides that, kitties are doing well. Kevin is doing well. I had an interesting breakthrough today with myself, and in talking through it with my therapist. And that is, and I've been seeing her because of my health issues and my ever-changing body status because of it. I've had to apologize for my body for most of my life. Basically, ever since I've been aware of the fact that I've had one and how society views it. And it simultaneously makes me angry, upset, mad, and it also makes me realize that most women and people who don't fit some norm in some way or another live that way, and it's truly aggravating and infuriating and sad. You know, when I was heavier, I found myself apologizing because I felt like I took up too much space. I apologized to my husband because my clothes cost more. My underwear, my bras cost more because I was a size that you don't find normally. Now that's still the case because I'm a small band size with a larger cup size. Now I'm a size too long in pants, and trying to find those is hard. If you get body shamed at both ends of the spectrum, it's either, hey fatty, go have a run and lose some weight, or it's, hey Skeletor, go eat a sandwich. Or, it's, you're going to a community event and there's food and you're either feeling really self-conscious because you're heavier and, oh, good for you, you're eating fruit. Or when you're thinner, people are like, oh, just eating something, like eating a cookie isn't going to make you fat. Well, in my case, I already wolfed down a piece of pecan pie with well more than my share of whipped cream. Now the freaking pineapple just looks good. In addition to that, you don't know what's going on with somebody else's body. And that is really frustrating because even though now I am 5'8.5", 5'9", somewhere in there, I wear a small sized women's shirt, size 2 jeans, a 4.5 ring. I am lanky by all measures and all accounts. But I still get like body shamed. And I thought now that I wasn't plus size, that would stop. And I now find myself apologizing because I'm like, hey, I didn't choose to be like this. This is my meds and this is my illness. And, it's not me. It's not me. I didn't choose to be this way. But even if I did, that's nobody else's business. And I shouldn't have to apologize for existing. I shouldn't have to apologize for how I look. I shouldn't have to apologize for my body. I shouldn't have to apologize for how I present myself. As long as I am following some semblance of social norms and not running around naked or with profanities emblazoned on myself, or obscenities. And I don't dress provocatively. And even if I did, that, again, if I'm not running around with genitalia hanging out, then who cares? I don't understand the need to comment and judge on other people's appearance, especially people that you maybe don't know well. I completely understand and appreciate comments from friends and family when it's of concern and a true question of how are you feeling? What's going on? What can I do to help? How can I support you? What can I do? Sometimes all I need is a smile or just knowing that you're wanting to check up on me, understanding that I have bad days when I am super tired and can't make it to certain events. And that's all I need. Just knowing that that positive energy and love is out there is fantastic. But having strangers say things and judge, now, you know what? Forget it. I will just tell them straight out, well, I'm sorry my illness makes you uncomfortable. And no, it's not anorexia. It's not bulimia. It's not an eating disorder. It's a brain disorder that I have to take medication for. So if you would like to try to tell me things that a neurologist hasn't told me, thanks. But, unless I see MD and you are a board certified neurologist or neurosurgeon, I think I'll go with them. I refuse from this point on to apologize or make excuses or downplay the fact that I am myself. I am confident, and I am just trying to be myself and continue to move through this world in a way that I can be happy and as healthy as possible while living through this condition. Even if it requires other people to stop a minute and realize that they need to check their stereotypes and assumptions.